And we live! You open my YouTube channel?
I think I did. Okay. Oh man, I'm still wearing Barca. You're not gonna change the shirt.
Run. Let's go! I'm a Barca fan now still.
Oh yeah, but everybody's gonna be like, wow. They're gonna be roasting me, I'm telling you.
Yeah, who's everybody?
Hold on.
Yo, she's live. Yo.
Okay.
I'm going to flush my car, catch your apartment.
Just come back here after. And then pick me up.
Oh, first. Vete. It's probably echoing.
Hey, Josh!
Maybe I should check out my Barca shirt because everybody's gonna be like,
I'm 8 and you're 2.
what's good? It's been a while since we did a Q&A, so we wanted to get one out before we start releasing the videos we, have made. Hey, Steven. How do you say your last name? Gutaleginas?
Vice Barca! Let's go, Barca! But still,
Alfonso Davies,
Yeah.
rooting for my boy.
Do you have Fortnite?
No, I don't have Fortnite, unfortunately, but Warzone is the only thing I'm doing currently. And if you can give me wins, I'm down.
Honestly,
do you guys feel about Barca's loss?
I'm gonna say I'm a Barca fan and I was upset. I was a little upset, but Alfonso was the homie from Canada, so I had to represent. So it was a win-win for me. Honestly, it was a win-win for me.
The next one said, you guys planning to go pro? So pretty much, if I wasn't planning to go pro, I probably would not be doing all the extra work in college. I'd be like a basic, well, not basic, I'd be a regular student.
NARP!
And I would make sure my GPA is above a 3.5. And I'd probably be done with school by now.
And I don't know, for me, that's the only thing that's on my mind is going pro. So I'm gonna get there eventually, God willing, and I'm just gonna work for that. That's it.
Were you guys shocked about Barcelona? I like both teams. Like, I'm really supportive with Alfonso Davies because he has a similar background with me, coming from Africa, to Canada. And it was just exciting to see someone of his caliber move up from the MLS all the way to where he's at right now.
True.
Barcelona is cool too, his favorite team.
It happens. Honestly, when you think about it, Bayern they haven't lost. They don't lose. So going to the game, I was kind of like, if Barca aren't ready, they're gonna get slapped, and they got slapped.
You just remind me of the match. Should we do another live stream later on whenever we want to go training? Do you guys want to see that? I know you guys saw that last time.
Like an actual training live stream, some drills and stuff.
I'm gonna try out for Sueno Alianza.
Oh, that's what
Julian did that.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're gonna go trial for any team, I just say, well, when is your trials? Is it pretty soon? Because a lot of the times people get nervous, and I feel like the biggest tip for trials is if you can be extremely calm and just play your game.
Yeah.
Because once you're at the trial, you really can't do nothing extra to help you, but just whatever your position is, try to keep it simple and don't do too much, and hopefully the coaches notice you.
Just play honest. You gotta play. You gotta be a beast. You gotta literally play like you're gonna die in that field. Especially if it's a trial, pro trial, any trial, and you want it. You just wanna go out and you gotta be savage. It's gonna hurt,
Are there any clubs interested in y'all? For sure, if Barcelona was interested in me, you guys would know it immediately, and I would post it. Even if it was any team in the Premier League, my next video will probably be like, my first signing at a Premier League team.
Manchester United.
Team USA in 2020 World Cup.
Probably, but they're not gonna win.
I was asking, is he asking us if we want to be part of the USA? Oh, yes, we do. They want to see the training.
Oh, is he training?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We can definitely do that.
How did you guys react to Bayern and Barca game? I was rooting for Bayern during the game. You know, from the beginning. Like even on Sunday, that's gonna be my team I'm rooting for. And Neymar has been playing outstanding. But you know, my boy Lewandowski, I know he was gonna score every game he scores.
That's
so
true.
even towards the end of the game, I was like, the game isn't over until he scored. And you know, he didn't fail me.
Yeah. Honestly, both teams, respect both teams that are going to be in the final. Respect Barca as well. This is my team growing up supporting. And it was good. I don't mind that they lost to Bayern, honestly, because Alphonso Davies is there, Canadian man. So it was a win-win for me, like I said.
Says, which team would you like to debut? Well, for me personally, I don't have control over the future. So whatever team God puts me on, I will be more than proud to represent any professional team that accepted me into the program, and I'll play my best to it. You know.
Yeah. And like I've trained with a couple professional teams, so it's like actually being on it and actually going out and debuting, walking onto the field, and like your first actual like minutes in the field, like it's gonna be a great moment. So for me, it's whatever team I end up on.
Yeah, and currently this is our last year, so we're trying to make the best of it. That's why I was kind of like saying, I titled this like one of the last summers at Utrgv, because after this spring semester, he's gonna be fully graduated, and I will exhaust all my NCAA eligibility. So at that point, you know, you either have to be a professional player, or you know, become an engineer for the last semester.
Straight to work. Straight to work. Messi versus CR7.
Messi versus CR7.
Messi.
Huh? CR7?
Both of them.
They're both good. Hi, bro. Good to see you back. Hey, what's up? How do you say it? Theopolis? I think I said it right. Theopolis? I know. I always say Bayern, but everybody says Bayern.
Bayern.
I think it's because of my accent. Like, even though I speak really good English, but there's some words and names I say that still comes in my Congolese accent. He said, it's Bayer, not pie.
What's that one say? When you make it to pro level.
What international team are you playing for?
For me, I would love to play for Canada, you know, because I came to Canada as a refugee and I got my citizenship. And Canada would be nice to get the call up for Canadian national team, but I can always play for my hometown back in Africa if that doesn't go well. So either one of the two.
And I mean, I was born in Democratic Republic of Congo, but if you play for an international team from my country, they don't pay you anything. It's like a donation. So you take out, I don't know, 4 months of your time to just go play for the team for free. So that's like what you have to. Would you win in a race, Will or Alphonso Davies? Oh.
I got pace too.
He used to play on the same team with Alphonso Davies.
I got pace too. I think I got him.
Corona slow you guys down.
No, Corona speed me up, man. We've been training like dogs.
Neymar versus Messi.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on, guys.
I mean, I feel like there's two different caliber players.
Come on, guys.
If I had like, Messi would be like the artillery, the guy who's supposed to like, he's like the heart.
Yeah.
And
sure.
Neymar is like the wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so. I got a question for you guys. Messi, would you rather have Messi on your team or Ronaldo on your team? If you were to make your best team and you had to choose one of the two, who are you choosing? I want to know who you guys would choose. Messi. Both. No, you gotta choose one. And thank you, Josh. Respects. Thank you, bro.
Zenzo, yes, I do speak Lingala.
He said, Niger boy.
I'm not too good at reading Lingala. Menako ba? Lingala nanga, but batseka accent nanga mingi. Yeah. Okay. Both. Messi, better IQ. Ronaldo, he's more fit. He has sexy shot.
A sexy shot.
Oh, sexy shot.
Wow. Chris, so Messi's leading Messi again.
Thank you, Messi. Messi, CR7, Messi. I will have Ronaldo because is winner. Hey, be sure to like the live stream so you can share with more of the subscribers. LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Messi's too old, yeah. I mean, to
Messi's
be
too
honest,
old.
even though he's really old, he's getting older. I think he can still play most teams. If the team is good enough to like help him, I think he doesn't even have to work as hard because he's naturally like very quick with his feet. You know, he's good with his feint, so it moves really fast.
Wilfred Bonnie.
Who's your favorite soccer players? My all-time favorite soccer player, you know, out of all respect, I would give it to Ronaldinho. Because whenever you watch him, you know, even if you're watching his highlights, you just sit down and you really enjoy it. And it goes deep in the heart. For me, Ronaldinho is probably like my top player. And I used to watch all his highlights. Only could do like one move of his, which is the snake, but that's it. What about you?
My favorite player is Messi because when I started playing soccer at the age of 12 and I just started seeing some Champions League games, I was like, oh my goodness, this guy is just mesmerizing. So ever since, it's been Messi. His IQ, his ability to assist and score and be able to fight and not, he doesn't even dive. Like, he's just a complete player all around for me. And that's why I love him so much.
Okay. Hey, what's up, y'all? Any tips on getting into D1 when there aren't any academies around your area? So you don't necessarily need an academy to get into Division 1 school. You need good highlights. And once you get good highlights, a team can invite you to come try out, or the coach may just like how you play and invite you over. I know it's different in Europe because or if you're in a different country. And to be honest, the coach only has your highlight video to depend on. So on my CV, I never played for an academy team, actually. I didn't go to the academy, but I went to USL League 2 and UPSL. That's what helped me. So even if you don't have an academy team, see if you can get on a UPSL team or a USL 2 team to help your CV and just help the coaches know that you come from a more professional environment rather than just high school.
How old is
William?
I am 37 years old.
How do I get into Toronto FC Academy? It's pretty much the same thing. Most of these academies do hold trials, but it's up to you to go out to their websites and find the emails that you need. Be sure to send your highlights and your CV. And if you don't have a highlight, it will be harder, but try your best to play and get as many film as possible.
And also, I just put up a video on how to make a highlight and a CV, so both of them. So that's in my channel, go check it out. And if you also look on either JD and our videos back then, is the USST soccer website. They have all the trials for the academies, USL, everything. So that's USSTsoccerwebsite.com.
Okay. Hey, Joda, if you don't have any highlights because my country have no soccer. I mean, if your country has no soccer, you know, that's where faith and prayer comes a long way. There has to be, you know, if you got to find a team because no coach is going to take you in if they don't know if you're a good player, especially if you're thousands of miles away. You can't just call him and be like, I'm a good player. And then he'll be like, oh, okay, I believe him, and invite you out. So just try your best to find a team. If you need to move, if you're old enough to move, go somewhere where you can play and expose your talents, and hopefully you get picked up. How did you get in contact with Train Effective? Well, actually, Train Effective, I've been following his journey. When he first did it, it was 100-day journey. I remember, I don't know if I was in high school still, or I knew I was new to soccer at the time. And I watched Train Effective. I was like, yo, this guy is sick. I watched his highlight video. He's like, I'm trying to go pro. I'm giving myself 90 days. I'm like, okay, is it that easy in Europe? Because he would just take trains and travel wherever to go to teams. And that was like the first person that really inspired me. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's cool. And recently, he had contacted me. He was like, hey, I've been looking at your video. I love what you're doing. And that's pretty much whenever I initially met him. And he's been a cool contact so far. What is the criteria for a full ride at Utrgv?
Criteria for 4 ride at Utrgv. Honestly, for me, I had an amazing season in my 2018 year for USL 2. We won the national championships, and coach was there, and he actually watched me and he said, you know, you're a great player. I love your physique. You know, I love your willingness to run. And I was a player, like, I never gave up. Like, I would go super, sorry. I was always going super hard. You know, I was a player. I would challenge everybody, new team, whatever it was. Anytime I was in a team environment, I would challenge every player to work harder than me because I knew that I could work super hard. So honestly, the criteria, guys, is just being able to always go out there and perform, like stay consistent, always perform, always give 100%. Your coach wants to be able to trust you, and if he sees that in you, then you know you'll be good.
And usually, if you have, if you're new, like if you're good with grades, be sure to like, you know, use that to your advantage because even if you don't get a full ride with your soccer, you can get scholarships with your academic, with your university.
Yeah.
Those help a lot for those who can actually accomplish that. And anybody who's coming in new, just be sure to hit the like button.
Yeah, let's get it up to at least 50 likes if we can.
Instagram, H Salazar. Recently got a 3 D2 offers. Should I wait for a D1 school or take it easy? Well, how many Division 1 schools did you message? And I know the NCAA just extended the recruiting period to like September 30th, I believe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't have to limit to yourself, but the more teams you message, the higher chances of you getting a response back. Because you don't know what teams is looking for your ability. And you may just email the right coach at the right time who needs the right player that has your talents. And boom, you have a D1 offer. Yeah, but sometimes, you know, if you get a full ride at a D2 school, you may not get the same thing at a Division 1 school. So you have to plan it out. Like currently, I'm on 0 scholarship at Utrgv. But yes, I get more minutes than I get a lot of minutes. But if I was a Division 2 school, and let's say I had a full ride, but my opportunities wouldn't be the same because I wouldn't be playing the same amount of pro teams, and the eyesight and the experience wouldn't be the same. Jesus loves you. Thank you for subscribing.
There was one there that said,
Where was it? How does your SAT score matter when getting academic scholarship? It depends on the school. Some schools have criteria. I took the SAT one time, but I went to a community college and I got my associate's degree, so I didn't really need to do any of that. Once you get your associate's degree, none of that matters. So if you're trying to save money and go to like a community college for 2 years and get your associate's degree while playing on UPSL or USO League 2, if you're playing on those teams, that's fine too. Gives you 2 years, you get your degree, and you can find a Division 1 school or whatever school you want to, and then email them with your highlights. Because this gives you 2 years outside of high school to catch up on your skills. Because I started playing soccer in 10th grade, but it's been 7 years now since I started, and I wouldn't just say it was a short period because that was a long time of grind that reached to this point. Would you recommend getting the Train Effective app? Have you used it before? Not yet. I haven't used it yet, but I've seen Brendal use it, show some examples of it, and I've seen it on the Train Effectives, but I haven't had a chance to download it yet. Have you downloaded it? If anybody has used the Train Effective app,
yeah, let us know.
let me know what you thought of it. Okay. Nick still hasn't gone pro. Like, I don't know what to say. Hey, I mean, everybody's journey is different. And I'm not a professional player, but I know how hard it may be. And, you know, I congratulate him because not a lot of people give it their all to try and do something that demanding. I'm scared to email D1 schools. Like,
Yeah, this one.
what do I even say?
I'm gonna start out by saying, if you want to go to D1 but you're afraid, then maybe you're not ready for it. You can't. You telling yourself that you're scared to email a D1 coach, you're not ready for D1.
You're not confident.
You're not confident enough. You got to tell yourself, I'm ready. I want to email this coach. I want to go out there and I want to just see what life has in store for me. You never know how it could turn out for you. You know, don't be afraid. Just give it a try because you're gonna regret it if you don't.
Yeah, like I originally, you know, applied. You know, I started messaging Division 3 teams and D2 because I was like, you know, at this point, 2 years outside of high school, I was like, or 3 years outside of high school, I was like, no one's really like contacted me, and I was scared. I was emailing only like Division 2 and Division 3 teams, and my dad was like, where do you want to play? I said D1. He's like, so why are you emailing D2 and D3 schools? And after that, I just emailed all the D1 schools, and I got more offers from from Division 1 schools than Division 2 and Division 3. I got 0 offers from Division 3, like the coaches didn't even respond. I had 2 coaches from Division 2 schools respond, and I had Utrgv respond, D1. I had HBU respond to my email. I had Incarnate Ward actually invite me to go over there. And those were 3 teams that are Division 1. And if I had never emailed Division 1 schools, I'd probably be at a Division 2 school right now. So I was going to walk on at my D1 school and contacted the coach for an opportunity. He said yes, but hasn't responded for any of my recent messages. Could it be because of the COVID NCAA dead period? Well, pretty much the way things are going now, like some kids aren't even showing up to school because everything is online and they're not playing, and coaches aren't really, you know, it's a really tough spot for coaches who haven't spent a lot of money, etc. Because thanks to COVID, a lot of things have just become expensive, and you know, they're not even sure what kids are gonna stay in the U.S. And it doesn't hurt to just send a reminder. But yeah, during this period, if a coach hasn't selected you yet, it's gonna be hard because technically without COVID, we'd already be done with preseason right now, having our first scrimmages, and nobody would be recruiting. But NCAA did open it up till September 30th for coaches to still find people, so there may still be a chance for the coach to respond. What do coaches normally look for in a fullback, outside back? Well, it depends on the coach. But Division 1, they like fast, physical players, almost every aspect of the game.
Smart players, you know, that can overlap a forward, you know, that can even get up and try to get a goal sometimes too and change the game up a little bit.
What are you guys studying?
Oh, wow.
I'm currently doing electrical engineering.
Ow! This is JD every day. I need study.
It's not the most fun thing to do, especially when you want to train. But I know the benefits I'm reaping is going to be very nice. There's some cool things. If you like electronics, you're going to enjoy it.
And I'm taking multidisciplinary, so I'm a talkative person. I like to talk and just write and read and speak out. So it's 3 minors: psychology, communications, and sociology. So that's why I'm taking multidisciplinary, and it's pretty good.
Have you ever been to the MLS Showcase?
I have not been to MLS, but I have tons of friends that have been to MLS Showcase. Hopefully I can go to one soon, but it's a great time. You know, if you're invited to an MLS Showcase,
everything's paid for. It's so nice.
Chances are you're going to get a contract,
yeah.
You know, as long as you work hard.
Because there's like 60 players to bring in. USL teams are looking for players too. 26 of those, I believe, go to the MLS for their trials. And then everybody else are usually picked up by USL teams.
So it's a good time.
Okay, I played D3 JUCO and going to play UPSL soon. Any advice? Quick advice? Any advice for him?
Any advice? You know, because there is some D1s, there's a lot of D2s and there's some D1s in UPSL, and you're D3. So when you go there, go work hard. You know, prove to the better players, prove to the players that play in the better universities that you're at that level. You know what I mean? And show the coaches that you're at that top level. So just go out and grind. Don't be afraid. One thing I'm gonna tell a lot of players is there's no point in being afraid. Like honestly, like for example, when JD came to our D1 school, he was never afraid. People yell at him, this and that, but he was always just like, okay, and he kept playing. The next thing you know, he's taking all their spots. So look at it that way. Don't be afraid. Just play. Have fun.
Sorry, Drayton.
Hopefully, Drayton's not watching this. Drayton's sick. On.
Does the MLS draft players from NISA?
Yeah, they can drop players that played in NISA to the MLS, yeah. Like, because there's some players in NISA that have professional backgrounds that can always move teams, you know, depending on their agents and what kind of connections they have. But MLS can drop players from anywhere around the world, guys. Anywhere.
But being part of NISA, it helps out because you're considered a professional. You're in the transfer market, and it's easier for you to switch to teams. And that's one of the biggest things, getting into the actual transfer market. Hey, thanks for coming. If you just came in, just like the video so YouTube will push the actual video to more people so they can come join. What scouts look for in wingers? It just depends. Each team is different, and different teams look for different types of wingers, whatever they're looking for.
So I came in as a winger, and one thing that coach really liked about me was my speed, my drive, and just honestly a big thing is my defending. So if you're a winger and you like to drop back and you like to defend a lot, that's gonna bump you up, guys. So just know.
Yo, fam, you got balls for wearing Barca jersey right now.
It's my Barca jersey actually.
It is actually.
But what you gonna do about it, huh? Barca's the best team in the world.
PSG versus Bayern. Who's gonna win?
Wow.
Bayern is gonna win.
Either team, eh? I'm happy. It's gonna be. I just want to be a good game. I want it to be like like a 5-4 game. That'd be sick. Like
What if we do this? If Bayern wins, you want PSG, right?
It's hard to say.
So if Bayern wins, I keep my YouTube channel and you delete yours. And if PSG wins,
You delete yours. Yeah, you delete your YouTube video. I keep mine. Bet.
Alfonso Davies.
You guys seen it here right now. JD's about to delete his YouTube channel in 5 days.
Nah. How does the draft work?
The MLS draft. So the MLS draft is basically, so it starts off with a showcase. It's like the top 50 players in the country go to a showcase, and in that showcase they play 2 games, right? And they split the teams up, and then after the 2 games, that's when the draft happens, and there's 4 rounds. And the first round draft, second round draft, third round draft, fourth round draft. My old roommate Kyle got drafted in the 4th round to Houston Dynamo. So in each round, each team picks twice, picks 2 players, and there's quite a few players that go into the draft, but not a lot of them actually stay and play on the MLS first team. Tons of them get dropped down to the USL, but that's usually how it works. Oh wow!
Just had it. Do you think Utrgv could handle playing a school like Stanford or Notre Dame? Whoa. Hold on.
Yeah.
So we tied UC. We played UCF last year.
Top 3 in the nation.
Yeah, and we tied them 2-2, and at the very 90th minute, they scored. It was 3-2. But the fact that we were so close to them, it rose us up. And 3 weeks into the season, we're ranked number 2 with the RPI in the nation.
Yeah.
So we're ahead of Stanford.
And
for sure. Yeah, we're a Notre Dame. We're ahead of all of them
Yeah.
for a good 2 weeks.
And we beat Marshall. They're ranked in our top 15 in the nation. We beat them. So we can compete with the best schools. We can compete with the best schools in the country for sure. We have a good team this
100%.
year. 100%.
Alfonso asked for Messi's shirt at the end of the match, but Messi refused.
Messi, can I have your jersey? So that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, sorry. It was a sad story. How do you balance school, athletics, and work as a D1 athlete? You just do.
You don't sleep?
You just make it work. Yeah. Sometimes, whenever he would see me come back from work, I'd pretty much be like a zombie. Have you guys ever went against Cali or University of Cali? We played Bakersfield and
a few California teams.
Who's the other California?
Bakersfield and California Baptist.
California Baptist. I don't know. It was one of them.
Yeah. We beat them, so don't worry about it.
Do you know who Osani Buddha is? And do you think he's a good player?
Do you know who Osani Buddha? I don't know. I've heard the name. What team does he play for? Let me know. Difference between
D1 and D2. Speed of play.
Yeah.
And I just say speed of play, to be honest. Was it tough at first coming to college to play soccer? Oh yeah, it was tough. I didn't know if I was gonna make it or not. I just packed my car and drove, and I slept in my car. And the next day I called the coach, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna start training soon." Blah blah blah. And I went to go watch the training, and I was like, "Wow, these guys are good." Going from Houston FC to them, I was like, "These guys are good."
Yeah, balling stuff.
And so I just tried my best, to fit in. I didn't give up. Did you ever think of being a content creator before you became one? Oh yeah, I have videos on YouTube when I was in middle school, but those are embarrassing, so we shall never bring them up. I keep them public just because, Every now and then I'll go look at them, but you know,
Maybe one day
you'll see them.
You'll do a little video reacting to Jodabeni's old videos. So
Yeah, my old channel is there, but you guys would never suspect the name. Okay. What is your dream team to play for? Barcelona for him.
For is Barca, probably. Barca.
Yeah.
That'd be sick, man.
I kind of like Bayern. Huh? I went to Germany for a bit. Best player you guys have played against?
Oh wow, that's a good question. I think I forgot his name, but when we went to Europe for a tour, we played a couple under 23 Premier League teams, and there was one player on Ryan Sessegnon. He plays Fulham right now. He's probably one of the best youngsters in England right now. He was playing at 16 years old for the first team, and scored 3 goals against us in like 10 minutes.
The best player I played against will probably be Messi on FIFA, but in real life, who was the guy from Houston Dynamo? The scored the banger.
Darwin Quintero. Darwin Quintero.
Darwin Quintero. That was the best player I played against. He was pretty good. 10K subs, react to old videos.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm down. We're 1,000. I think I should have 9,000
soon.
Oh, so like 100 subscribers away from that one, but it's possible. Anybody new? Like the video.
How many likes?
47.
3 more.
Does playing in the EFL put you in a spot for the Premier League? Did he mean EPL?
No, I think EFL. It's like it's almost like a Sunday league thing. I think. Yeah, like for sure, definitely.
Well, I mean, anybody who stands out, word gets around. To be honest, if you're just like, if you're playing Sunday league and all the Sunday league teams be like, why is he getting 10 goals each game? Eventually, that news is gonna get to some agent and he's like, what? There's a Sunday league guy? 10 goals each game, and he might just go watch out because they're trying to make money off of good players, and you may get a chance to get scouted. I remember you went to my school, Idea Tourist, to talk about the Utrgv soccer team and told us to check out your YouTube channel. This is the first video I see. What are your thoughts on soccer schools like Idea Toros? To be honest, I thought it was actually really cool that the school was actually built around soccer.
Yeah.
The only second part that I noticed was like the school goes from like 7th grade or 6th grade all the way to senior, and the classroom, like your graduation class might be like what, 50 people? That's the only downside, but everybody's learning how to train and stuff at middle school. That's awesome.
I was actually thinking about that one idea that he just posted.
Which one?
Watching PSG versus Bayern vlog.
Well, the video will get taken out because like PSG, those games are copyrighted.
Oh,
so
it's true.
we'd actually like, it'd probably get removed.
But we'll make a video, guys. We'll make a video regarding the finals. Don't worry.
Any advice when people are doubting you? No one can make you feel inferior without your own consent. So to be honest, it all comes down to you. Everybody can yell at you, they can hate you, but as long as you're putting in the work, if you're putting in the work private when you're not in training, if you're giving it 100%, even if somebody yells at you, you know, just be humble and meek and calm down. Just be like, okay, there's nothing I can do about that because I'm already putting 100%, and just know that you're going to get better. Just take everybody's advice and see what you can do to help your game in overall.
And always, if somebody's doubting you or somebody's talking bad about you, that means you're doing something right, guys. That actually means you're doing something right, and you just could be jealous of you. So just take it on your shoulder, take it on the chin, and just keep working because you're doing something right.
And another thing to look for is every time you make a mistake, if you notice people are telling you you're making the same mistake, sit down and try to think to yourself what you can do to fix this mistake. Because another time, like, usually if everybody's telling you, bro, you play with the ball too much, if they're saying that your own teammate, eventually people who are watching you on the sidelines or a scout may be like, this guy dribbles too much. Why isn't he passing when he's losing the ball every time he's dribbling? Things like that. I got scouted on Sunday League to go to Arsenal. See? Congratulations, bro. Do you know Phoenix Rising in the USL? You play for the academy.
Oh, that's cool.
Bet. You guys will probably be playing the Toros, I bet. I got varsity trials on September 7th.
Kill them tryouts, man. Kill it. I'm hyped for you.
Best advice for a 14-year-old. If I was 14 and I wanted to give myself advice, depending on let me fly out to Texas to dub y'all in a game of 2-touch. No cap. Yo, wait.
Yo, this guy playing with me. Who playing with me?
Hold on,
Yo, fly over here. Yo, send him the address.
chill out. All right, let me give him his advice.
That's
So,
good advice too, man.
if I could train myself when I was 14, definitely I would really get really good at the game of 2-touch. First touch would be my first thing, passing. If you can fix that when you're 14, you're just gonna need to work on your IQ part by the time you're my age, because your first touch is good. And if you're already fast and strong, then you don't need to work on that. But those are the 3 things. Have a really good technique and first touch as a 14-year-old. You might not need to start working on your build yet because everybody's kind of small at 14. But speed is something I would work on too if I was slow.
And my little brother's 14 and he's doing very well playing academy and stuff. And I always tell him, just honestly, you're young. Be happy. Play. Just be happy and play. And play and play and play. Just focus on playing. Focus on getting good at your left foot and your right foot. You know, go out and shoot with your friends. Just enjoy the game. Because as you get older, it starts to get more tough, but you'll be ready for it.
Talk about college tryouts and when does it normally have it? Soccer trials, it depends on the school. Some schools have it before preseason. Some people have it in the spring season whenever the coach is free. And you just gotta look up for the school and email the coach, send me your highlights, and be like, hey, I wanna come. And if you're already signed up for the school, just let the coach know that you already got accepted so he doesn't have to worry about you getting accepted, so you can have an easier time to come trial. Who is a soccer player y'all know personally who you know for sure will go pro? This guy right here.
That guy right there.
How important do you think strength is? It depends on your position, but at the same time, having a lot of strength does help, because
Yo, oh my goodness.
it does help. Like for me personally, having strength does help in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily like a necessity. Well, you need strength for sure, so you don't get body off the ball. But if you're a defender, you need it more than maybe a midfielder, because chances are you better be releasing the ball before somebody touches you. What academy does your brother play?
So it's in Canada. He plays for Calgary Foothills, the same team, and the USL 2. We won the championships in 2018. So he's playing there now, and hopefully he can get into an MLS academy and then go from there.
Y'all want to see the foam roller we made? Hold on, that's right there. Let me flip the camera. Oh. So we went to Walmart to buy some foam rollers, right? And the foam rollers were like $35 for one. And then Will was like, hey, you know what? Let's go make our own. So we went to Home Depot and made this bad boy. We used what is it called?
PVC?
PVC pipe, and we just taped it around, and that was like the perfect foam roller. And then the tape actually gives like a little bump, so it can actually like massage you.
Yeah.
Let's see an example. Okay. The best $11 investment I've ever done.
Get the hips, right in the hip joint there. Bring it all the way up to the IT band, right by the knee. Oh.
Yeah.
Ah!
Okay. This is not that type of video. So it y'all can make the video with the game not in the video. True.
You could.
We could, but like we can't, because during that time, all my subscribers are probably watching the game. You're brave wearing Barcelona jersey. I threw mine in the garbage. Yeah.
That's not funny though.
That's his favorite team.
Watch yourself.
Do you guys have a mix?
A TJ Maxx. You guys have a TJ Maxx in Texas? The foam rollers are $10. I know, but those are foam rollers. The
Yeah,
PVC pipe,
this is hard.
this
It's
is-
like
this is
concrete.
look at this. And if you train as much as we do, the muscles they need to be broken down.
Yeah, the other foam rollers are too like soft. Any tips for strikers, perfectly taller strikers? Because I'm 6'2" and I'm 16.
16. Work on your, because you won't be naturally, you won't be as fast, right? Obviously. So just work on your technical ability. You got to be able to do things like look at, for example, I want you to watch Giroud. Look how Giroud plays. Look how Peter Crouch plays. They're so technical with their feet. So their speed, it doesn't really have to be up to par.
And the guy from Dortmund.
Yeah, Eric Haaland. Those guys are super good at their feet. They're super strong. You're a big guy. Nobody should push you off the ball. You know what I mean? So use that to your advantage.
I'm 6 foot on a good day, but on paper I'm 5'11", you know? Depending on how long I grow my hair and what's the plan after college. I mean, of course we all want to play pro, but I'll let, you know, God guide my path. How important is a good diet as a footballer since most travel teams don't have an extra nutrients?
Huh? Well, how's the what?
How important is a good diet?
I'm a footballer since we'll travel. Diet is important. Obviously, you can enjoy things in moderation. You know, you're gonna have pizza here. You're gonna have candies and stuff here, but try to focus on eating. You know, really healthy. Drink lots of water, lots of fruits and vegetables. If you guys can make that like a routine all the time, every day to eat a lot of that, then eating candy and, you know, having a pizza here and there is not going to affect you too bad, guys. Or soda.
All right, guys. So we might have another live stream later today when we'll go train. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Mm-hmm. And if we do live streams, when do you guys prefer to have live streams? Like, do you think we should do in the mornings or just like around this time period? Because I know when school starts, a lot of people will be in school. So, or do you guys want to do in the weekend? Afternoons?
Afternoons, this time. Around afternoons, mid-afternoon. All right, sounds good.
This time. 4 or 5 p.m.
You guys stay tuned for the next couple of days, though. You know, we're going to be dropping some content. We got some funny videos coming out. And yeah, it's going to be cool. Check out my channel.
Oh, yeah, it's online school. Everybody's chilling.
Everyone's chilling every day, man. We good.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Julio. All right. See you guys. And thank y'all for watching. See ya.
Mia San Mia!
I heard Messi sucks. No, I'm kidding. Messi's cool. I would too, 8-2, be Barca fan.
Wow. 8 to be
Adios.
Barca fan.